Whoa! Look at all these convoys. Look at this. A submarine won't be able to take out these convoys at this speed. This is the beauty of the amount of tack, or maybe it's the speed. I don't know, but these battle cruisers are amazing at convoy raiding. Holy crap. Hey, I'm FeedBackGaming, and this is Hearts of Iron 4. Have you noticed recently my videos are coming out more frequently? Why is that? It's because I have a schedule now. Videos will be released on Monday at 6 p.m. BST and Thursday at 6 p.m. BST. Monday, Thursday, 6 p.m. BST, FeedBackGaming videos, 2 videos per week. I don't normally promote my Patreon, but today I'm going to make an exception. If you guys want to support me directly, you can go to the Patreon link in the description of this video. $5 gets you access to the early access chat on my Discord, as well as the exclusive Feedbacker chat. You'll be directly contributing to make more videos for me in future. And I'll tell you what, to show how committed I am to you, I'm going to reply to every single comment on this video. Oh man, I'm going to regret this. That's right, every single comment on this video, I will reply to for a week. And what's this? It's man the guns. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ships. You know what we should do? We should make 9 ships. In fact, let's make those battle cruisers. The achievement we're going to do today is called Nothing Wrong with the Bloody Battleships. Hey, let's make this a trivia question. What is that in reference to? Nothing wrong with the bloody battleships. What is that in reference to? If you know, comment below. For the most part, this achievement is pretty straightforward. All I need to do as the United Kingdom is to have at least 9 battle cruisers at any one point. So if you wanted to choose this strategy, you quite frankly could just load up, make battleships unlimited, walk away from your computer, come on from work, and you've probably got 50 of them, and there you go, achievement unlocked. But that would be a pretty dull video, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? If this video gets 10k likes, I'll make that video. Oh man, no I won't. Oh no. I shouldn't set these goals because you guys are going to hate it. I know you will. So this achievement would be pretty dull if I just did that. So what we're going to do now is something that you've probably never seen a Hearts of Iron 4 game do. We are going to make battle cruisers that are made to hunt convoys. Convoy raiding battle cruisers. Let's do it. Let's do this at lightning speed. Synthetic oil experiments. Heavy hull 2. The Hurricane. Construction 1. Civilian factories. Limited rearmament. 1 division. Exercise. Merge the fleets. Production is a bit more complicated. If a ship's less than 50% produced, we're just going to delete it straight up. There we go. We're going to produce swordfishers. Get rid of the light tank. Only 1 on artillery. 5 on guns. And the rest on fighters. That looks perfect. You know the procedure, right? We make this division as big as we can make it. All right, we merge up the fleet now with the additional ships and exercise them. We need some naval XP. Don't have a lot of fuel, so the best way of getting fuel as the UK is to pull it from Malaya. And this should sustain us probably for a day. Next up is Shadow Scheme. 150 PP, early mobilization. Now we've got Heavy Hull 2. We can go for dual purpose secondary battery. It's ahead of time, but it's worth it. Okay, next up, construction, and also next up, machine tools. Let's reinforce the Empire. King Edward's abdication crisis. Go for the abdication. We've freed our production queue up now of ships so we can make our battle cruiser. So you select the heavy hull. We're going to strip it of all of its guns, apart from the essential, which is the front. The fire control, large engine. We'll need 1 secondary battery. And we're going to go with battle cruiser armor because this makes it defined as a battle cruiser. And we're going to define this as Convoy Cruiser Mark 1. Here we go. Here it is. And I think we will produce 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Next up is industrial effort. And then silent workhorse. Right, we want to build some refineries. So I'm going to take off the queue for civvies and build 3 synthetics in the West Midlands. And then we're going to work down dispersed industry. Time to select our doctrine, trade, interdiction. The reason why we've done this is we gain extra bonuses for surface detection for battle cruisers and less visibility. This makes them more suited for convoy raiding. And the next up is an extra research slot. Time for free trade. And we'll get a little bit of aluminium from Canada. Next up is Royal Ordnance Factories. And with the extra research slot, we are going to go for bracket shooting, which we can get twice as fast because we've got the extra naval experience. Okay, we're going to work down the path now of mechanical components computing and get radar and research techs. We've got extra political power, so we're going to give refuge to the German and Italian scientists. Going to build more refineries in London and Sussex. We're going to go for electronics concern because we want to rush that radar. To go for computer machine now. There seems to be something happening in the Far East between China and Japan. I wonder what that is. We'll take advantage of this with the extra world tension to go for general rearmament. Let's go for oil processing. This means we'll get more oil for every single factory we have. We're also going to rush for the next radar as well. Let's pop a radar onto our cruiser. Now we have the Mark III, which we will make 3 of these simultaneously. Let's go for naval rearmament. Right, this is our cruiser fleet. We need a good spotter. This guy is extra spotting, and plus he gains a bunch of other bonuses, like for instance here. Concealment, visibility, and more retreat chance. Yes, yes, yes. This should help with doctrines. Britannia rules the waves. We're going to go with the Atlantic Fleet Designer, gives extra armor and heavy attack. We're also going to select a Theorist for naval. We're going to work more on oil processing. We're going to try and get as much oil as we can from our home island. We're going to go for the encryption, decryption, so we can get more spotting at sea. Now we can go for the battleship focus, so we can finish the last 2 hulls. Generally, improved models are always better. They have better stats for the most part for everything. But the stat that we care the most about is speed. This basically just means we can escape faster if we get intercept, I don't know, a bunch of ships that we don't want to fight, as well as it improves our detection capabilities of spotting. In this game, I try a wonky build. Do you want to see me min-max the UK and follow the Imperial Federation? Click on the eye in the top right. Right, we've got an excess amount of naval dockyards now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade all of you guys. This will add on the dual-purpose AA light gun, and it'll also add on the radar too. It's a pretty quick upgrade too. Should only take a few months. Right, now I want the bonuses for research for radar. So we'll go down air defense to radar. Let's get some more attack for our battleships. I'm going to rush for improved computer machine. The reason why is I want advanced fire control. Right, it's time to train a few divisions. We'll spam out the 20 widths. And finally, shell dies. Right, we've got 7 battlecruisers down. We only need another 2. Battleship 3 is done. Now we'll go for heavy hull. 4. The radar boosts are done, so we'll continue down the path of getting more advanced radar. Right, we need the bonuses now for our aircraft, so we're going to go down air rearmament. There we go. Easy. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring a ding ding the bell. No, I'm joking. We're going to test out these ships now and see how well they perform. I actually don't know how well they're going to perform. This might be a disaster. So it looks like the Battlecruiser 3 armor doesn't reduce any more speed with the extra armor. So I'm all for that. Let's go for that, and we'll get the boost as well. Right, let's get all these planes ready. Let's air exercise them. First off, we're going to go for fighter command to try and get the most up-to-date fighter. And we'll need to also get submarine. To outproduce Germany's air force, we need to go for aircraft production group. Make the fighters cheaper. We'll also go for the Spitfire too. Partial mobilization. Go for it as soon as I can. We'll also go for limited conscription as well. Right, there's not enough time to refit these now. So I'm going to have to stick with what I've got for the time being. What would be useful about now would be a massive influx of oil. So I think we'll import 30 units of oil from the United States. Here we go. You know, I've never actually done this before. What I'm actually going to do is send fighters to Poland. And the minute I lose access to the coast, I can't supply my fighters anymore. So we need to set these to only engage at low risk. If they see submarines, or if they see a big fat fleet, they need to get the hell out of there. Just trying to hold on to France a little bit longer. I'm not too fussed if France falls though. But in this case, I just want to put as much planes in north and south just so they hold for a little bit longer. I also forgot about radar as well. Let's build a big one in Sussex. Poland, rip! Alright, we've got lots of planes in France now, so we'll try our best to help out the lowlands at producing Spitfires. Alright, 100% war support, total mobilization, and women in the workforce. We're also going to go for the Chief of Navy, which is decisive battle for extra 5% bite to our army. Don't forget about your encryption text. Aha! Here we go. And we have Italian convoys. Goodbye, Luxembourg. I think we need more battlecruisers in our wolf packs. We're not wiping them as quickly as I would like. Desperately need oil again. America, help us out, boys. Well, this is not going too well. And there goes France. Oh, well, I tried. They do seem to take them out faster than submarines. Probably because The battlecruisers have got way more speed. Let's go for steady as she goes now. We need to get rid of a war to end all wars. We need that 25% manpower back. Now, we're intercepting quite a few enemy ships here, but every time we engage, we seem to come out pretty battered. The good news is we never seem to lose one of our battlecruisers. We just seem to inflict damage on them, but then manage to get away and repair. I guess it makes them worth their money, I guess. With a submarine, I guess you lose it instantly, you never get it back. But I end up just constantly needing to repair my battlecruisers. Alright, we need to get through to the military training act, so let's go home defense. Believe it or not, but convoys put up a good fight here. As you can see here, the convoys are shooting my battlecruiser and just taking tiny little damages out of them. Just tiny little pokes out of the strength of the damage. It's not devastating, but it's something that a submarine wouldn't have to deal with. No! Oh no, we lost our first one. And I think it was a veteran too. Oof. It's going to be a while before these are going to be back in action. At least 3 months. Alright, these submarines are getting really annoying. Let's break off a destroyer fleet. Ah, look at that. They immediately move from here now to here. It's like they know. The heavy hull 4 has now been finished. We need to reduce the amount of critical hits we're getting. We're getting way too many on our battleships, so we need to go for these techs. Alright, let's make our ideal battle cruiser. So here we go. The number 4. Heavy ship 4. Oh, I didn't even know that. We could actually put a smaller battery on it to get more speed. Let's do that. Fire control 3. Big radar. Big engine. Dual purpose. Biggest battle cruiser armor we can go for. Battle super cruiser. Yes. Mark 1. Decommission that and then we'll produce that. And we'll make a run of 5 of these. Alright, what I'm going to do is instead of splitting them off into smaller fleets, which seems to make them get picked off more easily, is I'm going to make a big fat convoy fleet. Aha, here we go. Norwegian Sea. We've found them. Look at this. The minute the battlecruisers spot submarines, because there's no way for them to attack them, they instantly run away. Yeah, they're unable to hit them due to the fact that the speed is just so much faster. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Loads of destroyers and loads of cruisers, and then the minute the submarines arrive, they run away. Oh, look at this. They're all veterans now. And these are all troop transports too. These are definitely worth the kill. Aiming for the most ballsy maneuvers right now. I'm going to convoy raid in the Red Sea. Because the Italians control the Suez Canal, I guess it might be an opportunity to hit something. Let's have a look. And, poof, wow. The speed now means we annihilate these convoys instantly. I always like doing this. So we get an air wing with an awesome ace. Give him 100 planes, which gives him the best bonus. And we say max priority with all the best planes. Yep, they're all fighters. And then we pop them in an air zone and you just see them absolutely nail enemy planes. Beautiful. Not only is this great for reducing the numbers of enemy planes, but I'm also making these guys like really experienced. Because they've always got the advantage over the enemy. I'm having trouble with the resources, so let's drop down to limited exports. We're also going to go for naval production too, and then we can work on all of these battle cruisers, the latest models. Alright, we're going to get a task force now to retake Africa. It's going to be these 2 armies. I think what we're going to do is build up this little island in the Indian Ocean, and we can use this as a repair base. Right, Africa, we need to have our logistics wizard. This is the supply problems we're going to run into. And this is the route that we're going to take. Right, we've maxed our radar out. We need to start working on more fuel. What I'm also going to do is build a big radar in Gibraltar too. So when I do land here, we're going to have a lot of air control. Also build a max airfield too. Alright, the Spiteful is done. Let's make a kick-ass fighter. The Navy situation's calmed down now. I'm not seeing as many German subs, or subs from any nation in that fact. And that is thanks to the naval bombers. Naval bombers so strong. I've noticed though that naval bombers are not as good against capital ships. If any ship has any air attack, it seems to chew through them. But mostly the convoys, the submarines, the destroyers, they get ripped apart by naval bombers. Let's make a variant of our existing tanks. So we've got lots of soft attack. It's good to me. Oh my god, this is my new favorite tactic now. Look at these guys. And look how much damage they're doing single-handedly. Just free fighters. And look at them, they're both veterans now. Veteraned, seasoned. Whoa! Here we go. Now this is really late. And I have a feeling the Soviets are going to have an advantage here. Huh. We'll have to see. Alright, let's go. Let's retake Africa. Let's hire a few chief of staffs, infantry expert, recovery rate, and air superiority. Get our planes here, and also get our bombers. Let's go. Alright, we're taking Casablanca. Unfortunately, it's under French control, so I don't have any choice over the supply. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to boost Spain towards democracy. My attempt to try and avoid them joining the war. I'm going to go for logistics as well, because logistics is always a thing, particularly against the AI. Well, what a surprise. Supply issues. And because they're an ally, I can't build infrastructure. So the only way we can fix this problem is to push out of it. Right, let's bring the USA into this war. And break into the tanks in the mountains. I don't think that is going to happen. Oh. Maybe it will. Okay, I'm wrong. Hey, our 4 new battlecruisers are finished. We'll just add them on. You thought I'd forgotten about the battlecruisers, didn't you? Nope. African coast is where I'm going. Oh! Completely wrecked. Ooh, there's a big fleet here in the East African coast. Let's just go here first. And annihilated. All those screening ships can get completely demolished. And wrecked. They can't even escape in time. That's the advantage of the speed on the battlecruisers. And well, I'm not sure about convoy raiding, but god damn, breaking open those screening ships. Easy. Okay, we've got another army that I realize I can't put into Africa because there's lack of space. So what I'm actually going to do is retake Norway. Norway, let's liberate you. Go, go, go. Whoa! Look at all these convoys. Look at this. A submarine won't be able to take out these convoys at this speed. This is the beauty of the amount of tack, or maybe it's the speed. I don't know, but these battlecruisers are amazing at convoy raiding. Holy crap. We pushed, we made a breakthrough in Norway. We just need to push for Oslo so they can't escape. We want these 3 divisions that are in the Norways. Even though I've not been in direct combat with the Germans and the Italians, I've inflicted 200k to the Germans and 275 to the Italians. So with submarines, you normally break those up into wolf packs, and it does seem to be more effective with the game's mechanics to split them off into smaller groups that you can convoy in larger areas. But with this fleet, it tends to be more effective when they're all grouped together and they all engage at the same time. So I'm just going to keep doing it this way. All right, the final modification to the ship is the Mark II, and that has a bigger radar, and that's it. So a question you probably guys are going to ask is, why don't you fill out the top row? Well, everything you add on here slows down your ship, and I need speed. Speed is for spotting, and speed is also for running away. And if I overload this ship and make it really heavy, well, in that case, I'm not going to be able to run away, so my ship will get sunk. It's all about, like, the maximize the speed and also maximize the amount of firepower I can deal when I actually do engage. Okay, here comes the rant, guys. Are you ready for this? Are you ready to get salty? I'm prepared for the hate in the comment section. So no matter how much I reduce my supply by, so I'm taking precautions here. Logistics wizard. Also added on logistics companies as well. I'm reducing my supply. I'm being proactive. I'm trying to play the game that's meant to be played. And no matter how low my supply gets, the AI just keeps funneling more and more divisions into this area. So we're unable to make any kind of structured push at the moment, because no matter how low I get the supply, the AI just keeps funneling more divisions in there. Rant over. Oh, and at last we've finally taken Oslo. Found a brief moment when the supply wasn't congested and we pushed in. Damn, boys. Alright, now it's important that we don't let any of these troops escape. Every division we can take off Germany is going to be worthwhile. We're going to go for infiltration. We're getting loads of convoys now. This is how I expected this would go. And now we've taken Oslo. We're in a better position to push and take out the rest of Norway. Trying to escape. Nope. And all of a sudden, the AI has jammed a load of divisions in here again, so I can't move. Little recount to see where I'm up to. I'm trying to get as much fuel as I can from every refinery, so I'm going for the fuel refining techs. I'm going to do a big D-Day here. This is kind of my last push. If I can't make this, it's pretty much GG anyway. Supply reduction for my doctrines, extra rubber, because we've lost Malaysia and East Indies, and also working on the air doctrines. And trying to pummel the German Air Force here. A bit of a back and forth. Slightly winning a little bit, not by much though. Right, so this is the do or die time, boys. So the 2 big fleets. And we are going to put them on Naval invasion support here and here. Alright, let's go. Landed. Don't seem to have many troops on this side, which is kind of strange. Okay, we've captured Brittany. We've got Sherborne. We've got kind of a foothold to the north. These troops have kind of got a little bit lost, which is pretty sad, but whatever. Looks like they've disconnected the ones to the west side, though. There's a lot of divisions. Each one of their divisions are really tough, too, and they have got air superiority due to their production costs. We're kind of holding a little bit here. Without the air control, we can't really do this. They're going to push us back. And we can't build this port up here either. So I've got two choices right now. I either call it here and say, okay, focus on Navy. It's pretty cool as the UK, but you need some ground forces to back it up. And with the AI being a bit all over the place, you kind of need to lead the AI in the right direction. Or we say 5 years later.
2,000 years later.
Whoa, and we're back. One thing that's a big deal to me when playing Hearts of Iron 4 is that every video has a conclusion, has an actual ending. And I hate to leave a series or an episode just hanging like that. So I decided to myself, you know what if I actually try and beat up Germany in this scenario? How long would it take? What would I need to do? How is it even going to be possible? Well, all those questions get answered right now. Germany annexed the Soviet Union, all of it. Norway was lost, then gained back, then lost, and then taken back again. To give an insight on how this was possible, it's probably best if I click on the production tab. Oh, look at this. Tactical jet bombers, modern tanks, jet fighters. So this was the process. I assign all of my bombers and fighters here. I strategically bomb in France, aiming for the airports. This will bait the German Air Force to fight me in this region. And the result of that is my fighters are strictly superior to theirs. So every time there's a dogfight, I come out on top. For every one loss that I take, they take about 4 losses. So eventually, their Air Force gets smaller and smaller and smaller. To this stage where they've got less than 1,000 planes, which for Germany in 1956 is pretty bad. The question now is, how did I reduce Germany down to 0 manpower on all adult serve, and Italy, and Vichy France? I did this with the power of the atom, the nuclear bomb. The process is simple, really. We find the really big stack, the biggest stack possible, and we drop a nuke on it. And the process wipes out 200,000 manpower per nuke, depending on where I'll drop it. And eventually they just run out of manpower because you just keep nuking them over and over again. A lot of these divisions are low strength, and it's due to the fact that I've just been nuking them. They're probably not low on equipment because they've got so many military factories. They're probably low on the manpower, hence why everything is so low right now. Now, the only reason they managed to make a landing here and actually make a beachhead was because Germany was suffering from mutinies. They've just broken away from the mutinies. How did they get mutinies? Well, we kept nuking their victory points, reducing their war support below 50%, resulting in them the crisis is firing. And they got widespread mutinies, which is something like 50, 60, 70% reduction in attack power. And it cripples their entire army, leaving them, in this case, open for a naval invasion. The tank template we are using is a 20 width, modern tanks, artillery battalions, and infantry. And this is the bombing that we are currently doing at the moment. Our main targets are refineries and fuel depots. The plan was to reduce the amount of fuel that they've got and the amount of rubber that they've got to the stage where they just can't make any more planes. And I think it's worked. You're probably thinking, oh, hang on a second though. You're just going to get everything from Japan, aren't you? Nope. They've closed their economy, and so has Japan. So all this rubber and fuel that Japan's got, they can't give to the United States. To make matters even worse, they have basically no convoys. And the reason why is I've been convoy raiding them pretty hardcore. Look at the list of all these losses. Every time I strike their convoys, particularly around this area of Malacca, hitting 100 convoys. Probably because it's exporting so much tungsten and rubber. And right now, as you can see, the delivery, 0%. They can't deliver any of this because they've not got the convoys. So everything that's in land right now, they can't get access to. And more than likely, a lot of the divisions they've got on land are probably already de-orged. So the question now is, where do I proceed from here? We do this. And let's go. Everyone go here. And let's do our naval invasion. Here we go. Also, let's look at these air wings. Look at these beauties. So many veterans, so many aces. These guys are doing some crazy damage. What you tend to find is when the AI have got so many divisions, even though the divisions are really weak and you can beat them in direct combat, it's still a slow process to push them back, because there tends to be like another layer of divisions behind each layer. I think it's the way the AI works when it comes down to supply. It doesn't want to put too many on the front because they'll be out of supply, so they kind of layer them behind. As you can see, we are pushing them, but the push is kind of gradual. This is a question you're probably going to ask. How many nukes have been dropped on Germany? Probably over 100, maybe 200. 100 are mine and 100 of America's. A lot of nukes. The only reason we're able to do this, by the way, is because I've got maxed out logistics, and also I've got logistics wizard on my field marshal, and I've also got infiltration assault, which also reduces supply. It's one of the issues with becoming the leader of the allies. You end up having to like deal with supply a lot, but this fixes a lot of those problems. We'll just push directly into Berlin. It did have a level 10 fort, but it's been nuked, so that fort is long gone. Germany, rip! Look at that, beautifully pink Germany. Beautiful. Let's eyeball the losses. Overall losses for Germany, 22 million. I have lost 1.21 million. America's lost 22.6. Hence the crazy invasions that all failed over and over and over again. So I take Germany, and the United States takes the entirety of the Russia. A little talk about my naval strategy. We're positioning my convoys. I've got 3 of them positioned here. I've sent that one off to repair because it's been damaged. This blocks this area of the world to try and get resources through here. Then we've also got these guys blocking in the Med. I put them in the Suez Canal first and the Cape area, and also around here as well at first. And I've got these guys positioned here. That way they were evenly distributed to try and hit every convoy route around the world. Romania thought they could avoid the nukes. Nope. Italy rip. Ooh, look at the winter camo on the modern tank. Ooh, that looks nice. I don't get to do this very often, but I'm going to nuke Turkey. Boom. Last majors, Turkey and Japan. There goes the Axis. And it's now Japan's time. Boom. The United States has chosen to puppet all of the puppets. Puppet the puppet. GG! Done. There you go. This is the world now. And the Cold War begins with the Russian Federation that has 4 divisions. Did you enjoy this? Let me know by dropping a comment. And that is it. So let's go through the conclusion here. 1, if you're going to do this strategy, focus heavily on air first and then go for your battle cruisers. Rush Hurricane, try and fit bigger engines on the Hurricane, and attempt to hold back the Germans as long as you can in France and inflict as many casualties in the air as you can. Don't end up in a situation like me where you fall behind on air and you have to wait until 1958, oh god, to finally defeat them. The main question regarding this video, are battle cruisers worth it for convoy raiding? Kinda. They're more flexible because you can use them as classic capital ships to support your screens as well. You can use them for shore bombardment as well. You're less likely to lose them in a direct conflict due to the amount of armor and HP they've got, so you can send them back to repair. Where with submarines, if you lose them, they're gone. There are definitely pros and cons. Overall though, subs, particularly sub 3s and sub 4s at the moment, are ridiculously overpowered. So if you want a cheap and cheerful strategy that seems to be really effective, mass subs is the way forward. Guys, that's it. Have a good day. Peace out. I love you. Comment I love you if you made it to the end of the video. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.